Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my channel all about cross stitching, she.bee.stitching, and welcome to my third episode from the futon in my spare bedroom. It's been a minute since I've been on here to record. I did have family in town for a few days and then I went out of town for a couple days, and I don't know about you, the holidays are just a little hard for me to survive, I guess. I'm not into Christmas, I'm not into Thanksgiving or New Year's, and yeah, I hope you're surviving if you're like me who stresses through these times. But yeah, so again, it's my third episode. Apologies if you hear any dogs barking in the background. I've got 3 dogs. If you hear anybody blowing their nose, it's my husband with his allergies. And let's get into my video. So last video I had shown progress and a finish. My finish for last video, I believe, was my Plague Nurse from Night Spirit Studio, and that was a gift from my friend who graduated nursing school. So I ended up going to DC to go see her graduate, and I was able to gift her that. And a cross-stitch tragedy occurred. So I had taken my 2 whips, my introverted but will eagerly discuss cross-stitch and Halloween Town by Madame Chantilly, both with me so I could work on them while I was on the plane. And I don't know when, how, where, but somehow in between getting off the plane, getting into the Uber, and arriving at the hotel, I lost my cross-stitch project bag. And I had both projects in there. We messaged the Uber driver, didn't get a response. I called the airport, lost and found, multiple times, and they said that they didn't find it. I don't know how I lost it. It was in a big bag like this one, the big plastic ones. I had both projects in there and I was holding on to it, and I remember holding on to it, and I remember going to the bathroom, I remember standing outside with the Uber, and I don't know what happened to it. So that was a real big bummer for me, and I was so close to finishing all the text on Introverted, and I had almost finished all the houses in Halloween Town when I lost it. So needless to say, when I got home, I didn't really want to cross-stitch anything because I was lamenting the fact that I lost those projects and I was never going to get them back, and I was so mad at myself until, you know, I tried to change my mindset about it, and, you know, it is what it is. It happened. I'm probably never going to get it back, and now I know for any other time that I travel or I go anywhere to make sure that I have like a note inside the bag has like my name, and if lost, please contact me or whatever. So I haven't worked on anything for myself or started anything new except for finishing the ornaments that I had made for my coworkers, and then I made one more for my friend Michelle. So I don't have any whips to show you except for my Not Today Satan. So let's get started with that. I think last time I showed you him in my first video. Since the first video, I've managed to finish this whole, I think it's, yep, this section right here. So this section is filled out, and I moved up to his face to put in the dark, the highlights or shadows. I guess these are going to be shadows in his face, and I finished his horns. Not a lot of progress on this. I think what little progress I have, I did it like while I was in the car when my husband was driving me somewhere, so not the best stitching, and again, I haven't been motivated to do anything with that, so that's a bummer. So that's it for whips, just this guy here. I am still trying to finish him. Let's see, today's the 27th of December. So I do think I'd be able to knock this out by the end of the year. I mean, all I have left is to fill in his face and then fill in the speech bubble. So I think I'll be able to finish this one as long as I like actually focus on him and I guess just get my shit together. So that's it for whips. I do want to talk about what I got for Christmas. So even though I'm not a Christmas person, I love gifting and I love opening gifts. I don't even care what it is. I just want to open the package to see what it is. So this year, my husband actually looked up my wish list on 123stitch and he got me quite a few items from there. So I've got some patterns and I've got some fabric to show you. So let's start with the fabric. So I've got 18 count Da Vinci from Picture This Plus, and I think I got a piece of this last month or the month before, but it's a lovely lilac with light orange modeling. That's nice. And then another Picture This Plus 16 count called Cauldron, and this is a dark gray blue with some rust colored modeling. So that's pretty unique. Next I have 16 count Heritage. This is like, I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but it's like a gray brown, gray blue brown, so nice and spooky. And then I have this piece called Lavender Whisper, and it's literally lavender. This whole piece is lavender, and I think this is 14 count, so I have something nice to put on this one. And then Picture This Plus 16 count Monster Mash. So this is like a lime green with a kind of like a gray purple splotch right there. So this is pretty unique. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on this, but I'm really excited to see what I can come up with. So he got me that, and then he got me some patterns, and sorry, I lost it. He got me a mail haul kit, but I can't seem to find it now. So he got me a mail haul kit, and it was it's like a candelabra, and it's like the candles and a little spider web coming down from it. I don't know what I did with it, so if I find it, I'll show you guys in my next video. So he got me quite a few patterns, and the first one I opened up was Haunted House Sampler, and this is from Twin Peak Primitives. And this, I'm so excited to start. I love samplers, but I don't know, a lot of them don't call to me because they're so prim, but this one is so cool, and I love the border on the outside, and I love this cat, if you can see that. The next pattern he got me was Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio, and I've seen this one everywhere on Flosstube, so I'm really happy to jump in with this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this with all the colors in it. I don't know. I like Quakers that are all in one color, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one, but I love the tiny town in the corner right here. That is so cute. Tiny, tiny town. So I'm excited to start that one. Next, I have two patterns from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And the first one is called Baba Yaga. So that's her in all her glory underneath her house. And this one's cool because of all the heads that are on the pikes in front of her house. I know these patterns are pretty heavy with the 310. So yep, 4 skeins of 310 for this one. And then next, last I have the collectors. This one. My husband really liked this one. So again, 310 heavy, 5 skeins of 310 for this one. So this one's really cool because it looks almost like 3D, and I think it's crazy that they were able to give that effect of her literally like being in front and all of them in the back, because this only calls for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 9 colors, and for it to have that dimension I thought was pretty neat. And my lovely friend Michelle got me a double-sided multi-craft carrier, which we all know this is for floss. So I bobbinate my floss on cardboard DMC bobbins. So if you haven't seen one of these, they open up on one side and then you can open up the other side. So I'm super excited to fill this up. So thank you, Michelle, for giving me this for Christmas. Really happy with all that stuff. Again, it's Christmas. I'm not super into it, but I love giving gifts and I appreciate everybody who gives me gifts. Another thing I wanted to share was at our local craft thrift store, I found some violet Rita, I think it is, and I had this huge piece of 14 count Aida that I also got from there for like $3, and I decided to try my hand at violet, and it's just one huge piece. I don't know why I didn't cut it up. If anybody else dyes out there, I noticed that with this one I got a lot of speckling, and let me see if I can find like a good, so like here, I'm not sure if you can tell all the speckling that happened. Got some here on this side. And I don't know if it's because my water's not hot enough or I didn't mix the dye well enough for it to disintegrate. I'm not sure what it is. If you know, please let me know. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on this, and it's huge, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, so that was my haul. I haven't made an order in December for myself for 123 Stitch. I think I am going to, because in January I'm going to be doing a no-buy January. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's just taking the month of January to kind of like reset, take a step back from all the spending during the holidays. I'm only going to be purchasing things that are necessary for myself and my home, such as like my meds or groceries, gas for the car, if my dogs or my cat need anything. So if I can slide one more haul in for December, I will, and then show you guys in January. But don't expect a haul or anything for myself from me. Let's see what else. I've been seeing the 12 by 12 hashtag going around on Flosstube, and if you haven't seen it, essentially it's working for 12 hours on 12 different projects for 1 hour each from noon to midnight on December 31st. So you're pretty much ringing in the new year with like 12 different projects, 12 new projects. I don't know if I can handle 12 projects, and I for sure cannot handle doing a marathon of stitching for 12 hours straight. I have been having issues with my back and my sciatica and my legs. So I decided, for right now, I decided to kit up 6 projects and maybe work on my 6 projects for 2 hours each. And I would start either the day before or early on the 31st so I can space out my time. So yeah, let me show you what those 6 projects are. So my first project is from Witch's Garden Crafts, and it's called Grief is Love Persevering, and this is a pattern that I showed you in my last video, and I found this on Etsy. And this one I'm going to be doing it on 18 count. It's either oatmeal or Carolina linen, I think. I don't remember. I got this from Michael's. So cut it up to size and sew the edges down. That's number 1. Project number 2 is Happy Halloween Silhouettes, and this is from Stony Creek Collection. And I'm gonna be, hold on, I don't want to show the pattern, so here's what it looks like. And it's a witch, jack-o'-lantern, and a cat. And I'm gonna do this in 550 Soul Violet and 310. And I'm gonna be doing this on some, I think this is 16 count, 14 or 16 count fabric that I dyed myself. So I'm really hoping that the violet like pops on this. Next project number 3 is Memento Mori by Sewing Starfish. And here's that pattern. And I just threw my floss in here. This is just a regular page protector. So I put my pattern in here and then I throw my floss on the bobbins in here. And this one's just gonna be on regular 14 count black Aida. Project number 4, I think, is Unexpected Visitor by Night Spirit Studio. I'm super excited to start this one. I've had this one in my stash for a while. And this is the second version of it. She has a first one, and I think the difference in both of them are that the border is a little bit more ornate on the second one. And this one is on, I think this is either 14 or 16 count. And this is a mystery Aida that I found at the thrift store. So this color, it's not white, but it's not gray either. It's kind of in between. So who knows what fabric that is. And then my 5th project is Snarky Cat by Teresa Kogut. And that's what he looks like. And this one is going to be on that same 18 count oatmeal or whatever this is from Michael's. And my 6th project is Halloween Ouija by Tiny Modernist. And this is what she looks like. And the cover, this is the cover photo, so each little square is gonna have a different design. This was a mystery stitch along, I think, so that's why it's blurred. But yep, so this one, again, I'm doing it on the same 18 count. This is obviously a bigger piece, but same 18 count. So excited to start that. So yeah, so that's 6 projects. And I think if I do the 6 projects for 2 hours, that would allow me to make like a decent chunk, a decent start. So next year I can have different whips to work on right off the bat. So there's that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was this bag that I got from Amazon. So this is what it looks like. So there's net pockets on the side, and then there is a pocket on the back, and then one pocket here. So I bought this patch off Etsy and I just like ironed it on there. So if you open, okay, I saw this bag at an Embroider Guilds of America auction, holiday auction, and I saw somebody with this bag and I asked her about it, and she's like, I love this bag, lots of projects fit in it, and there's lots of pockets. So I ended up getting one off Amazon. So when you open up the first pocket here, you've got tons of storage. So there's like bands to hold things in place, and then there's pockets here, and then on the bottom part it's a whole zippered section for you to put even more stuff. So lots of room for snacks, whatever else you want to put in there. And then zip that up. So when you look inside, there's different compartments. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So first pocket, tons of room. Second section, tons of room. Zippered middle pocket. So zipper in the middle. I just have some hoops in here so you can see how much room. So zipper. And then one more section in the back. And then there's pockets here too. So I have been eyeing this on Etsy for a really long time. And, oh, did I even show you this? So after the pockets, there's one more section. So this had been on my Amazon wish list for a really long time. I kept putting it in my cart and taking it out. I didn't need it. I wanted it. Do I need it? Is it just a want? And I finally just bit the bullet and bought it. And this thing is amazing. So these are the project bags that my friend Michelle made. And these just fit perfectly in there. And then my bigger bags from Amazon also slide right in there. So this is officially like gonna be my whip bag. So all my whip bags are gonna go into my project bag. So I'm just gonna line up all my whips in there, and then whenever I'm ready to cross stitch, I can just pull it out and put it back in. So I'm really excited for this bag. So if you're on the fence, I would just buy it. It comes in different colors. I got the gray because they didn't have black. So, and then I of course added like decoration on the front, but you can do whatever you want with it. And I'm really excited to put all of this together. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I'm not sure how long I've been talking. I know I need to work on speaking a little bit slower, but it's pretty late right now and I do have to get up to go to work tomorrow. So I'm trying to get through this. Let me know what you're working on. I hope everybody's getting stitching time in. I hope you're surviving the holidays. If you're doing 12 by 12, let me know what you're doing. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's progress on their projects. After this video goes up, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put another one up before the year ends. So if I don't, then I'll see you in the new year. Yeah. Happy stitching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.